another beautiful morning. We're home, heading to the car wash to get the remnants of my previous employer washed off my car, and I guess say good riddance to that sector of my life. Well, I don't know what it is about the mud that come from the mine when I was working there. That crap just seems to stain, anything plastic or anything like that. So I kind of struggled getting all of the mud off of it or remnants. But we got all the dust off. That's what really counts. You think the ladwag's scared of an old Ram F1 or Ram 1500 with a Hemi 5.7 liter or a Ford F-150? Definitely not. We'll take them on. Now some might wonder what the ticking noise is. That's called a blinker. You got one for the left and one for the right. Some people don't know how to use it. Some people don't know how to watch for it. And some people don't understand it. But it's important to use it. That's not what I'm wanting to say here. What I'm wanting to say here is people wonder why I would take the time to wash my old beater here and get pretty detailed in washing it. Pretty simple. There's nothing wrong with taking pride with your old beaters. They don't have to be a fancy show car to keep it clean. So we got a lot of rain last night. And unfortunately it looks like the floor got a little wet down through here. So I guess on a good note, we didn't take on a bunch of mud, it's just a little bit of water. And for the most part, like back here, the floor is pretty dry. So it must have just barely creeped up over, just enough to kind of get the floor wet. And like I mentioned before, and I think I can see it now. Sometimes it comes in out of this room because I guess they're going to put a commode or something back there. It's kind of like a hole cut out there. Maybe that's where it came from. Maybe it didn't actually come up in. It just kind of washed in from there and settled into low spots. Who knows? Because I don't. Really don't. The last time we was out here, I was trying to configure something on the steering with Intimidator here. And I really didn't figure anything out, to tell you the truth. I knew Werther's pumpkin spice. Werther's. Like kind of grandma has in a purse at church. Except this is chewy. Got a feeling of pumpkin spice. But either way, my brain's still doing these little numbers up here, trying to figure out how I'm going to make all this work and still be comfortable when I'm sitting in the captain's seat, because we got to be able to steer this thing somehow or another. It's the dog that just stays gone. Susie, where are you going? Get out again? I swear that dog just purposely gets out of its pen to drive me nuts. We spent thousands, literally thousands of dollars to keep that dog contained. She still gets out. Doggone. Well, I kind of got myself a mess going here. So I've been trying to be pretty good about picking things up before I go inside, but man, dinner is ready and I was hungry. But what we got going on here? Maybe me. I try to utilize this here to get the shaft out of there. and I ended up boogering up my dilly job there. So I need to order a new one of these and one of these. And which, I'm not going to lie to you, probably should have started with that from the get-go, but try to be cheap, do things, reuse things if I can, but it didn't work out for me this time, so we're just going to have to buy new, which, yep, we went ahead and welded that piece on there. As long as this end stays open, it should be okay, but smoky. So this is kind of what I was thinking. Got this little piece of metal here. I'll clean this up here, weld that up there, and we'll weld it. Might notch that just a tad, and then kind of weld it up there, and then we're going to take a seam on the inside. I ain't going to get the camera over there and just go right along the bottom there. Then we got a sturdy piece here, and it might take another small piece of angle or something, you know, weld it perpendicular, horizontal with this bar here, parallel, however you want to put it, weld it up, weld it into there. Then we got, you know, you'll have your angle, your long piece sticking out, your L, and then up right along there, kind of give it just a little more support. And then of course we got, that could still be hot, so I'm not going to touch that, but got this straight piece, and in theory, once this is mounted up, and I'm not hardcore welding anything until it's tacked real good and I can actually test it, but just already, you know, granted nothing's tight, it looks a whole lot more sturdier than what the other setup was. I can trim more and more off until I get it where I'm comfortable with it in the car and weld it up, and hopefully we got a good system going, because what we had last time, it may have got us a few laps around the track, but that was going to end badly. You really want your steering from the steering wheel all the way up to the steering box to be pretty well tight. Hopefully this will work better than what the old setup was. I think it's going to. The only improvement I think I can make is to actually lower the wheel down, but I think, honestly, I'm going to be better to raise the seat up, because I'm almost eye level with the dash right here as it is. So I'm going to try the seat cushion, see if that don't raise me up just a touch. Next step is to raise the whole seat up, you know, a couple inches, maybe an inch, and add the seat cushion, because like I said, that'll give me a lot of room there. Then we'll call the steering project good. We'll be back on the road shooting more video. Just had to pick the truck trailer up from the shop. We'll go into detail what went on there, but until next video, we'll be out on the road, Trucker's Diary. So God bless you. Be sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe button, and ring that little bell, so when we post videos, you'll get them, and hopefully you enjoy. So God bless you. Stay safe. We'll see you out on the road.